Hi, you guys. How's it going? Well, I wanted to come on tonight, talk a little bit. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. I just want to talk about a few things tonight. If you haven't heard, on my community page is Cam's mugshots and his arrest. He was arrested for child abuse and drugs. So I knew that he had a problem a long time ago. I tried to tell people. I wasn't trying to be mean. I let my subs know that, you know, I think cracking cases was on drugs, and I don't agree with the, you know, that they were putting out disinformation. And it's really strange that, I'm sorry, you guys, I cannot trust people who've put themselves in this case that live nearby, all the locals. I'm sorry. I mean, I tried to tell people, and I've had people that unsubscribed to me and were mad at me because I didn't say nice things about Cam and Allie, because I don't think that they could be trusted, and I don't think that they're putting out correct information. And they were on Don Wells and Candace's, excuse me, they were the supporters of them. Excuse me again, I just have a problem when these YouTube creators are going real personal life. And now look at, here is somebody who's not doing good things by his own child and arrested in a, you know, that's a convict. He's been arrested quite a few times, and he's caring about missing children, and he's up there searching for this missing child. Like I said, it makes me nervous. Excuse me, it makes me nervous. And all them people up there that have associated himself with the cases. But we got so many YouTubers that aren't good. I'm sorry, you guys. They got backgrounds. And I don't care if you look into my background if you want to. I don't have any arrest records. I've never been arrested in my life for anything. So you can just know that, but I don't care. These people, some of these people are bad news people, and they're connecting themselves with the Summer Wells case. And look at that scamathon marathon they had, trying to raise money for supposedly Summer Wells, but it was going into people's pockets. And just look at right there. There was Q Carlock, Scott H, John Q, Lip Lock No More. All of them were pushing that scamathon. And this is what I'm going to tell everybody here. It's not that I don't like people, but I get upset when I see people making bank, making money off a child, a missing child. No, a lot of these creators will say they're not monetized, but yet they're on there begging for other things. I need money for this. I have this going on, and I need you to help with my rescue fund. Or I need you to help with trying to get a new house. Or I need you to help me to move to another city like Cam and Allie. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I don't care if you're asking for any kind of money or running your Cash App while you're talking about a missing child. I have no respect for you at all. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. It angers me. This is a little girl. She's been missing for 2 years, and I don't think she's around anymore. There's no proof of life. And her parents don't seem to be very concerned that she's still around. They act like she's gone and that she died. And I'm very sad because my heart is for this little girl. And I get really mad when I see people asking for any kind of money. It doesn't matter what it is. It don't matter. People making t-shirts, people making coffee cups with Summer Wells' name on it or her photo. I mean, come on. You're making money off a missing child's back, and I don't care. That's not bringing awareness for Summer Wells. You made a t-shirt with her picture on it or her name on it, but guess what? You don't even know where she's at. You don't even know what happened to her, and I don't think she's missing at all. I think her parents know what happened to her, and I don't think she's no longer with us. And if that makes you mad at my opinion, because, you know, I'm sorry, but these are just my opinions on this channel. So I'm just a little irritated with the YouTube community, the way they act. I've never experienced anything like this, you guys, because, you know, I'm new to crime, true crime stuff. And when Summer Wells went missing, it was like everybody jumped on the train, the money train here, to try to get views and people to run to their channel so that they could, the more views they get, see the money they get. And any channel that has thousands of subscribers and says that they're not trying to make money off that channel, they are lying to you. Because there's some creators who will put videos on every single day, and they don't have no new content, and they don't put anything out really, but they'll go on there just so they can continue to make money streaming to their channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? And in the meantime, this is money on a missing child's name, and I think it's wrong. I don't care what you do, whether you, like I said, put a Cash App or a PayPal thing across your screen, or if you're asking for any kind of money for anything in your life, anything personal, then you are making money off the Summer Wells case. I am not monetized, and I don't plan on getting monetized. If I'm going to talk about missing children, I'm not doing that, you guys. I'm sorry. That is wrong. That is wrong. And, you know, I'm sorry. And I will not just put out content to my subs, just to my viewers, just, oh, so I can get the clicks and views and people coming to my channel. No, I won't. Because I'm not here just, you know, I'm not here to get attention or want people to give me attention. I am here because I want to bring awareness about this little girl, and I want to see justice for her. And, you know, when people stop talking about these kids and these people that are missing, you know, it becomes like a cold case. It's very important for people to continue talking about her. But like I said, I don't appreciate people who just go out, put stuff on their YouTube every single day, and just come on just to talk about bull crap that's already been talked about 9,900 million times, just so they can get views, likes, and get people to come, but they're still making money. At the end of the day, they're all making money. And here, like I said, I told people that I thought it was interesting. I shared it on my community post about this psychic lady, and they were looking in this ravine, and she had her searchers there, but I do not condone it when I seen that she was selling candles. The same time she's talking about a missing child. I'm done. Because it's wrong, you guys. It is wrong. So wrong. And people need to be turning off their donations and their, box. You know, donations in their Cash App crap link while they're doing their video of a missing child. I don't know. I can't say any more about it. I want to talk about, I'm going to get back to Summer Wells, but I want to say that I'm happy that Suzzane Morphew was found. Her body was found. I praise God that he heard my prayers, because I've been praying for a long time that Suzzane Morphew, I didn't care who found her or how she was found, but just that she be found so that we could get some closure to this case. You know, it's my personal opinion that I feel that her husband did this. And it's, you know, I don't know how he can say things like, oh, or his daughter saying, well, we were always hoping she would walk back through that door. Really? Barry and your daughter and the daughters, really? You were hoping your mother would walk back through the door, Suzzane Morphew? When you sold her house, you sold her vehicle, you gave away all her personal items, you sold everything you could to get the money. You just basically robbed Suzzane. That was her money that she got from her family and her inheritance. And as far as I'm concerned, those girls wearing fancy clothes and their fathers, and they're sitting next to their father and holding on to him. No, it's wrong, you guys. And there's a bunch of bull crap in this story as far as I'm concerned. And you know, what really troubled me is when they took Suzanne's angel. There was a statue of an angel that she got from her mother, and she moved it from Indiana to this house in Colorado, and she loved that. And here, Barry and his daughters put that down by where the bike was, and that wasn't even where she was. Suzzane never went on a bike ride that morning. She did not. That bike was staged. People, the neighbors, family said that Suzzane basically only rode over to the neighbors for coffee. She didn't venture out very far because she was new at biking. So we also got a problem here, because I will be very interested to know what kind of clothes Suzzane had on when her body was found, because, excuse me, I gotta wait for this stupid thing. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me. You know, it's like you just pause it for a minute and you got 9,000 commercials coming on. Well, it said I could skip the dang ad. Okay. So, you know, Barry Morphew made himself look guilty in every way. Do you remember he threatened people that were searching? He threatened them with a gun. He came right up on them and told them they couldn't search his property, or they'd be shot, that it was private property. He had somebody dressed in a wig ride by one of his friends to spy at the vigil instead of going to his wife's vigil. You're not going to tell me you're innocent the way that you acted all this whole time. There's just no way. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. I gotta let my dog go out. Go on. Go on. Come on. Okay. So anyways, you guys, he has not acted innocent this whole time. And, you know, there's so many things. And I do believe that they could have prosecuted him, that they had enough to, you know, convict him in the case when he was brought to trial before they dismissed it. But I just feel like they didn't have enough confidence, and they should have, because they had a lot of circumstantial evidence. And I heard that they did find Suzanne's cancer port with her body, And they went out a couple times now, and they dug with the excavator and or backhoe, whatever, and they were digging all the soil up. And now I heard on Duty Ron's channel, he had an investigator on there, and he said that they can even find if she was poisoned with a tranquilizer, they can find it in the insects around her body, and that they have solved cases where maggots have been around a body and they tested positive from feeding on the body for this poison. So I don't know, you know, Barry watches true crime, everything, and he thinks he's real smart, but I don't think he can cover all, I don't think he did cover all of his tracks. And I think they're going to figure out a lot of things with his body now that they found Suzanne's remains. And I feel so bad because it's like I was so sad, but yet I was happy that they found her, because I've been praying since day one, since she went missing, that anyone would find her. And so I'm just so grateful, and I hope that they can charge and convict her husband. It's very sad, you guys. If you didn't see that video I put out by AK on my community page, her words, she was in a terrible domestic violence marriage, not only emotionally, physically, mentally. And here the poor woman's sick, and she, you know, she's fighting cancer, and you know, she just wanted to be happy and not being treated like crap. And you guys, October is Domestic Abuse Awareness Month. So if you're in a relationship where you're being abused, there are shelters. They're called the Women's Shelter. You look them up. They will take care of you and help you. They have counseling. They have places for you to hide. And they will help you get on your feet with finances and an apartment and everything. So, and if you know, or you know somebody, you can tell them that and you can give them that information. But we need to speak up and against domestic abuse, because it's very prevalent in families, more prevalent than people know. How many women die at the hands of their abuser. And these are only my opinions. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. I do not have for a fact that Barry had anything to do with his wife's disappearance, but I believe that he did with all my heart, and it's my opinion only. There was something else I need to talk to you about too. Oh, there's a little girl that's missing, and I posted her picture on my community tab out of New York. Supposedly they went camping and she went missing, so pray and share that information if you can. You know, I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted. Don Wells was on With the Voices Behind the Wall with Cher, of course, and just spewing out his same old crap over and over. Oh, this is excuse for that, and this is excuse for that. And I don't buy any of their excuses. None. They have never really watched their kids. They've left their kids alone. They have not taken good care of them. And, you know, it's not because they're poor. They did not take care of Summer or even make sure that she had decent clothes to wear, decent shoes, cutting her hair, doing weird stuff, ignoring her at church, everything else. But I do want to talk about Summer here for a minute, and I want to show you something because I thought it was really, really precious. But yeah, you guys, it's been 2 years, and Summer has not been heard of, seen, and there's no clues yet. And I just think she's gone. And I'm very sad because she, you know, I've been praying for her for so long and my heart hurts. But You know, I just want to show you something here that I thought was so sweet. Watch, Summer. She started singing, and look at her pull the ladies together. Look at her. She's so sweet, you guys. You know, she just wanted to be like one of these ladies up here. She wanted to be up on the stage. She wanted to be a singer, I think. And she's modeling. She's trying to copy these women that are up there. And I think it's precious. But I think it's very sad that she didn't have a very good role model for her mother or father. And she looks up to these people. She really does. And I just thought it was so sweet how she pulls people together, how she pulled them together. You know what I mean? Very cute little girl. Poor Summer. I don't know what happened to her. She really pulled them together. Look at that. I don't mean to cough. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold it away from me so you don't have to hear me coughing. She's just a precious little baby. She's missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee. If you have any information, please call 1-800-TBI-FINE. It just, you know, you guys, they never even watched her at church. I don't care. They let Summer run all over that church. And they had her dressed like a little ragamuffin. And I'm not judging anybody because I have been poor in my life and I've struggled in my life. But I had 4 children, but I made sure that they had clean and decent clothes. They didn't have to be fancy clothes, but there's so many thrift stores and garage sales, and there's just no excuse, you know, that Summer had to look the way that she did all the time. And there's no excuse that you wouldn't comb her hair. Like I said, you wouldn't comb her hair, wash her up, clean her up, except for when Don gave her a shower, right? I just don't think that we're going to have a happy ending to the Summer Wells case. And it breaks my heart. It broke my heart when I heard that they found Suzanne's remains. But I knew all along that something bad happened, and it really made me mad. You know what got me? What really got me is when Barry came up and they found the bike, and Barry said, "Oh, was it a mountain lion?" Oh, come on. He doesn't say, "Where's Suzanne?" Oh my God, where's my wife? Did you see her? Was she around? You know, when you found the bike, what's happening? But no, he didn't do that. Oh no. And he said she left. Him and his lawyer said, "Oh, she went to another country like a gone girl." Right. Or a mountain lion took her, or she was abducted. No, she wasn't, Barry. She didn't bury herself. She didn't commit suicide. All these terrible things you said. And you were not rooting for your wife to come home. You were not waiting for your wife to come home. And I know that he has a girlfriend right now, Shoshana. And I wouldn't doubt if she had some involvement in this. Remember when she got arrested for trespassing on Barry? She ran over to Barry's property and got some kind of packages from his house. Remember that? Yeah. So she could have very well drove Suzanne's body somewhere. Who knows? Maybe he told her, "We'll have the life insurance policy." You know, I don't know. I can't say for a fact that any of that happened, but we know there was so many suspicious things all the garbage stop trips where he went and dumped off garbage all the way to Broomfield. All the, he changed his clothes numerous times. The house and the motel room smelled like chlorine. There was no pool open at that time because it was COVID. I don't believe Suzzane was laying out in the summer on her lawn chair, whatever. I don't believe that last picture that Barry showed us because it wasn't very warm and it was during COVID and it was May, and I just don't believe that Suzzane was out laying on her lawn chair in the cold. But whatever. I mean, it wasn't like cold, but it wasn't that warm, and them girls going camping, it was really weird. I find all of them very suspicious in that family. You know, what were the girls' involvement in this? Did they have any involvement in their mother's disappearance? There seemed like they're cheering their father on all the way. And even Suzanne's words in AK's video that he put out, she was saying that he pulls them into the argument. He triangulates. He gets the kids, you know, involved in our fights, you know, and tries to make me look like the bad person, she said. And then those girls told the news lady that they never seen any abuse or any kind of fighting in the house. And remember Barry, he said, oh, we had a wonderful night. We had a steak dinner that we shared with one fork and one plate. And, we made love, and all that, I believe, is nothing but a bullcrap story. Because I believe he did something to her Saturday night, sometime in the night. So, and besides, I don't even think Suzzane ate beef because she was getting treatment for cancer, and she was very like a natural food person with a lot of vegetables, even making him veggie soup. So I really don't think she had a steak. And with them fighting and him treating her like crap, I highly doubt that they made love. So in his mind, maybe. He's got his own little fantasy world there. Same like Don and Candace. And both of them know what happened to their daughter. And I hope Summer Wells gets justice, because this is a bunch of nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the Michael Vaughn case. I mean, how can he just disappear like that in his own neighborhood? Very, very strange. Who are the suspects, really? They have not charged anybody. They haven't said anything. So something very bad happened to Michael. I don't know what it was. And his is not going to be a good ending. And I feel bad for the parents. But, I mean, it's very strange how he ended up disappearing right in the neighborhood within a couple minutes. So, and I don't know. How often was he out by himself, going to people's house, knocking on the door to want to play? You know, you guys, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but here's my thoughts. I don't trust people because a lot of people have proved to me that they're liars and that they're doing bad things. And even parents who say that they're innocent, you know, and I'm not saying anything bad. I don't think Brandy did anything to her son. But something very bad happened, and I don't know what it is or who did it. But I wish they would find out, you know. But yeah, you know, they never watched Summer. They never took care of her very good, and now they want to act like they're these great parents who love their kids so much. And Don can't even remember a single thing about his own daughter what her favorite stuff was, what she liked to do, when her birthday is. My God. It's their only baby girl. She's, you know, they've had Candace had 2 other girls besides Summer. But the point is that she was their youngest, and she was the only girl in the family. And you think she would have got special treatment, but she did not. And Don wants to act like they're all great, but we know, because we've heard from different people, that Candace smacked them kids. And Don, you told Dudley that your temper was so bad that you've had dreams of going to prison for beating your kids. Huh. Yeah, go back and listen to Dudley's interview. That's what he said. But, yeah, I'm just disgusted with the true crime community, that people actually mislead and deceive others, have channels. They act like they're for missing children. They're not for missing children. They're just trying to scam money. I mean, you can talk about Summer Wells all day long, but what is really your intent? Do you have a point? Or you're just on there for the likes and the views so people will stream to your channel so you can continue to get money for Summer Wells, and you'll just keep talking about the same stupid crap over and over that everybody knows. And that's the truth. I'm sorry. I'm telling you guys the truth tonight and how I feel. You know? Yeah, I've gone over old videos of things with Summer Wells, but there's a reason and there's a certain point that I want to bring up. I'm just not just going over something over and over again, different things that, you know, we've seen 1,000 times, just so I can get you to come to my channel and watch my channel. I am not like that, I'm sorry. And I'm not going to come on here and waste your time if I'm not going to talk about something. I mean, I came on here to tell you that about the arrest. I came on here to talk about Suzzane Morphew and to talk about Summer Wells. And because it really hit home when they found Suzzane Morphew. And I feel like we're going to have the same sadness when we find out what happened to Summer Wells. And because I don't think it's going to be a very good picture, a very good outcome. But yeah, this is a joke. These true crime, many of these true crime creators are such a joke. And if they're not on there just to make money, they're saying they're talking about Summer Wells, so they're still getting the views to their channel and people streaming to their channel. But they're talking about fights with each other and drama. Always something drama. This one did this one did that. Oh, look at how this one acts. You know, that's really immature. It really is immature in a missing child case. And I just feel like a lot of people need to grow up. They're doing fights amongst themselves, tit for tat. I don't care what Miss Daisy says. Sometimes I get mad at her, but I could care less what Miss Daisy's talking about over at her channel. She's always mad about something, her and her sister. But you don't have to watch her channel if you don't like her. But you don't have to make videos or posts or anything about her. Just ignore her, because she's not even worth it. I'm sorry, she has a bunch of drama on her channel, and that's all that it is. But it makes you mad because people are watching it, and she's getting money for it. A lot of these channels, it's just having bull crap, and I don't care. I'm not against Cher from Voices Behind the Wall. I'm not. But I get aggravated with her because she's flip-flopped so much with Don Wells, and she supports him, and she sits there and sticks up for him. And I don't know what kind of game this is, but it's weird. And People are fighting. There was Angel Talks Too Fast was fighting with Benny Keys, or they were fighting with her and Tiffany Marie. So there's some more drama. But you know what? I don't care who's for Angel Talks Too Fast. If you like her, don't get mad at me. But she was mean to me. Very, very, very ignorant to me. She did a video about me and cut me down and treated me like crap and made fun of me on her channel for simply making a comment that was not mean, that was not ignorant. And every week she was making videos that were mocking people that were making comments on her channel. Oh, look at this one. Look at what he said. You know, really snotty stuff. And I'm sorry, I've never liked her since. You can like her, but I've had problems with her. But I don't sit there and go around every day and say, well, this one's doing this or this one's doing that, or I have a problem with her. The only reason I told you right now is because she's been in the conversation of different creators on YouTube. But no, I will not watch anybody who has her on her channel. And I just won't watch certain channels if they have certain creators on there, like Cam and Allie, like Angel, like different people like that. I will not watch them. They talk terrible. A lot of them talk terrible. You know, and talk filthy and say disgusting, vile things, all in the name of summer. So, you know, if you're getting any donations, if you're getting anything, just so if you're making money off of getting views for talking about Summer Wells, I don't think you're cool. And I don't respect people that do that. So, besides, it's a bunch of nonsense. It's the same old stuff. And, you know, the police, they're going to do whatever they got to do. And we're not going to be able to do nothing about it. They'll find Summer Wells eventually, and I believe that with all my heart. They're solving cold cases that have been around for 30 years, 40 years. I mean, every day I'm seeing somebody else arrested. Like, some guy just got arrested for kidnapping a little boy and essaying him. And it was 37 years ago, and they just solved the case. Something like that. But yeah, these people are going to get caught. Whoever did whatever to Summer, the person that did it to Suzzane Morphew is going to jail, going to prison. They're going to get caught. And these people, you know, I noticed, I watch Lauren Sharf. I really like her. And she's really kept us updated on the Barry Morphew case. And I notice when you get in her live, all these people, these Barry's little croonies, his little supporters come jumping in the chat, and they start saying stuff, you know. And, oh, it could be this, or, you know, he didn't do nothing, whatever. Everybody has a right to their opinion. You know, I have a right to mine, to be able to express it, but everyone's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, but in the court of public opinion, he is the guilty party. And so are Don and Candace. And Tim Mullins makes me suspicious. All these people around this case make me suspicious. And I pray to God that we get to hear something, you know, regarding Summer Wells, or to find her body, because this has gone on too long, and I pray it doesn't turn into a cold case. So, but, you know, I just felt like you guys, and I had to come on just to make, you know, contact with you guys, just to tell you I'm still around. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you had a great weekend. And I love you guys, but be careful when you're watching some of these channels because you don't know. There's a lot of weirdos. And they're abusing kids too. I remember one time, you guys, I was watching a political channel all the time. And I didn't find out till like a year later that here I'm watching a registered SO. I don't care if it was just about politics. I do not watch anybody like that. I don't want to be associated with any kind of criminal or person that could be doing bad things. So, yeah. And I immediately, stopped watching that person. But yeah, I think Summer's been a victim of child, that somebody, she was traded or some money was involved for drug issues. I don't know. But I believe that's what happened to Summer Wells. And no, I don't believe she drowned in that shallow of water where she went swimming. You guys, people want to say this dry drowning and stuff. There's no way. Because people actually went to the water and they waded in it. It wasn't even hardly up to their knees. Look at Hunter where the water is on him. Look at Summer where it comes up to her on her knees. Maybe up to her butt. She did not drown. And the only reason Hunter, I believe, said that is because he heard it on YouTube. So he thought, well, maybe, maybe if I say this, maybe she did drown, whatever. No. And he said she was fine on the way home, so. But yeah, that water was way too shallow. And, she knows how to get around, and she was dancing around and jumping around in that water. So I don't even believe that video was from the same day. I don't. I believe they took that at a different time. So, and now somebody from Warriors, one of the workers there said that Candace was there for 2 hours. How do we know that they didn't leave the vehicle there and go with somebody else or do something? We don't. That's what I'm saying. But I know that Summer Wells has been missing a very long time, and the parents don't seem to care if she's found. So obviously, they know that she's not coming back. Man, I pray that charges come against them for the neglect and abuse and the drug stuff going on in the house and leaving them kids alone for a long time. At least for those things, they should be in trouble, is what I think. So, it's just my opinion. But anyways, you guys, just wanted to check in, tell you I love you, tell you I'm thinking about you guys, and I'm still praying for Summer Wells. I mean, I would like to see a good outcome, but at this point, I'm pretty much losing hope after this long a time with no sign of life. So, you guys, take it easy, and I will talk to you soon, okay? All right. Good night, you guys. Bye.